part of it because it had space in it, so we have a space story. Plus, we're going to show you a look back at WWVH, what it looked like, how it works, and a little bit about reception reports from around the world for WWVH. And we might throw a little surprise here and there for you, too. I'd like to welcome you to the show from the four winds of the world, wherever you may be. Away we go. Hello, everybody, wherever you may be. Good to see you. My name's Larry. My call sign is Kilo 7 Hotel November. I know it's very, very late for the folks in Europe. Sorry it took so long to get back. We had quite a day. So with that and my brother's cancer treatment that had to be taken care of, it kind of fit time-wise, and so a little behind schedule. Sorry about that. But this is show 276. I know it doesn't make sense in the numbers. I know. But we left it behind, and I don't want to do that because come Saturday, Eric will be here from KJ4YZA Radio. That's the guy that does ham radio concepts. And I want to be show 300, something special. First up, Adam. Hello and welcome. First in, welcome. It's good to see you, Adam. Here you go. There you go. You got it. Bless your heart. Hi, Bob. WIFI. We made it through the day. We survived, thankfully. It's good. Adam, bless. That's nice. Wow. November Yankee 5 Echo. Worth the wait. Thanks, Adam. That's really nice. I mean that sincerely. Thank you. It makes me feel good. Thank you. The whole reason we're here is to help you get into ham radio. You know, it's not as hard as you think. The first step really is on you. Contact a large radio club. One of these 5 is perfect. And then what you do, once you tell them where you are, they'll connect you with a radio club that's near you. Then you contact that club and tell them you're interested in ham radio. They can show you what it's like. They can tell you about the test. Some can give you the test. It's a great opportunity for you to get in. And now's a great time because if you're into making long calls with your ham radio, it's a great time to get licensed because the next few years our sunspots are going up, and that's what helps make our calls go far. So reach one of these 5, okay? The American Radio Relay League at www.arl.org. Hit the Contact Us bar. Same with the Radio Society of Great Britain at www.rsgb.org. In Canada, the Radio Amateurs of Canada, www.rac.ca. Over in Japan, the Japan Amateur Radio League at www.jarl.org. And in Australia, the Wireless Institute of Australia at www.wia.org. Hit up the show if you got a question, a comment, or a suggestion. I'm going to put that down a little bit. That's pretty high. There we go. If you'd like to contact the show, maybe a question, a suggestion, a comment, whatever, hit me up at CQ, hamradiolive@gmail.com. And if you'd like to help the channel financially in our mission to help people get licensed, please do at PayPal at proverbs356@me.com or hit me up on Patreon at Ham Radio Live. Got some big guests coming, big guests. This Saturday, you don't want to miss it. At 20 UTC, that's going to be 8 p.m. in London. It'll be 3 p.m. Eastern Time here in North America and noon Pacific for Eric Huffer. Eric is the host of Ham Radio Concepts, 6 figures in terms of subscriber count. He's tested just about every radio that there is under the sun. He's brilliant. He'll be joining us this Saturday at 20 UTC. I hope to see you there, all right? Welcome, some folks. Robert Levine, welcome. Victor Alpha 3, Juliet, India, November. Robert, I don't recall seeing you here before. Welcome. That's applause. Hi, Robert. Happy Thursday to you. Welcome. Nice to have you here from Canada today. Thank you for coming. Mike is here. He says, hello, Larry, and all on the stream. Can't stay today. Heading to Radio Club meeting tonight will be team replay for me tonight. And Mike, thank you for all you do. Appreciate it. Mike's one of our moderators. We're grateful to have him. Thanks, Mike. Kilo Delta 2, Sierra X-Ray Delta will have his MUF map coming up soon. Michael Galloway is in the house. Hi, Mike. Kilo Delta 1, Hotel Foxtrot. Nice email from Mike. Talked about the Alpha Hextena. He purchased one. Got a nice coupon off on it. Brilliant price. Man. Oh, man, you're going to love that antenna. You will. If you love remote work, you're in love. You'll love it. Daniel's here from New Hampshire. Hi, Daniel. Happy Thursday to you. Welcome back. It's good to have you. We're looking to bring Ray Novak back from ICOM North America, talk about de-expeditions don't break the bank, plus ICOM radios before the end of the year. Plus, coming up this coming Wednesday, Cal McCormick from DX Commander will be joining us live. Oh, man, I'm looking forward to that show. It'll be a lot of fun. Bring your antenna questions, please, for Cal McCormick. He'll be here at 8 p.m. London time. That's going to be at noon Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern time here in North America. DX Commander from DX Commander here on YouTube. Amazing channel and a great guy. Looking forward to having him live. Plus, on October 30th, Randy Hall, Kilo 7 Alpha Golf Echo, joins us to take your questions about ham radio. He's been around over 50 years in ham radio, And believe me, he can answer your questions and help you with things that maybe you're thinking about for the future of your ham shack. Fred Denon, WW4, Lima from BLoud.us. He's licensed out of Georgia. He's got a lot of super stations scattered throughout the North American continent on the East Coast. Plus, he has one in Bon Air in the Caribbean as well. And you can work them from your computer. No joke. It's a great way to make yourself a superstation DXer. BLoud.us. So tell us all about it. That's Thanksgiving weekend here in North America. That's November 27th. Please join us, 20 UTC, again, 8 p.m. in London, 12 Pacific, 3 p.m. in the Eastern Time Zone. On October 23rd at 20 UTC, my favorite dude, Martin F. Jew from MFJ, joins us, take your questions, and talk about 49 years of being in business at MFJ. We're so grateful he's coming. This is the only interview, really, the only one I know of that he's giving to celebrate his 49th year, and he's giving it to us. That is so awesome. I'm really grateful for that. Hello, Rod. We got something that you sent me here coming up. You know what it is. Whiskey 3 miles per gallon. He's here. Welcome, Rod from Pennsylvania. Sam Cement is here from South Australia. Wow. Well, I'm trying to clap and I can't. That's brutal. Sam, welcome. Morning, Larry from VK5. Mike Sierra Alpha. Sam in South Australia, waiting for concrete to arrive on my job site. Love your shows. Cheers, Sam. Sam, thank you. That means a lot to me. Thanks. This is fun for me. I enjoy doing this and spend time with y'all. I do, and I hope you enjoyed today's show. It should be a lot of fun. Different things, different elements that I hope you'll enjoy. A lot of history is here too, so I really hope you enjoyed today's show. Put a lot of thought into it and really thought, you know what? If we're going to redo a show, let's do it fun, and I hope you enjoy it. Hear from, ladies and gentlemen, the German frontier. We have to play it because YouTube messed him up, and I'm upset about that. DK5ONV, that is Gunther from Germany. He does amazing work. The guy works his tail off to see on the ham bands. Gunther, sorry about what happened with YouTube. Welcome back to the show. It's wonderful. And I mean wonderful to have you back. Thanks, buddy. Sorry, all of a sudden YouTube dropped. It's like, because he's one of our moderators. And YouTube just dumped him. And we couldn't figure it out between the two of us. He said, Larry, I can't comment on the show. And I'm like, what do you mean you can't? So I'm looking back at things and everything looks great on my side. I reset my computer, everything else. Nope, just a mistake on YouTube. Excuse me, literally mistake on YouTube. They had even unsubscribed me from his channel. I'm like, what? I didn't do that. So Gunther, welcome back. It's great to have you. We've missed you. We really have. Yesterday, and I want to preface this because I don't want a copyright strike. Okay. So if this part leaves the show, it's because it was a copyright strike and I had to pull it. All right. Yesterday, the oldest man to ever go into space. The oldest man ever. Listen.
Space. The final frontier.
Okay, well, that's not his voice. He started that same sentence on every one of the TV shows for the 3 seasons it was on. William Shatner went into space yesterday on Blue Origin. Let's take a look. And thanks again to Fox News Channel on YouTube for providing the video and audio content.
There's Audrey Powers. A big hug from her sister, Captain Kirk himself, the great William Shatner.
He's hugging Jeff Bezos, the owner of Blue Horizon.
Chris Bosshausen, the first
founder.
Full Australian citizen to go to space and back, and Glenn DeVries.
What's nice is that Captain Kirk, William Shatner, is going to share his thoughts in just a moment.
Some big hugs
I want
from
you to
their
hear
loved
this.
ones.
In a way, it's indescribable. In a way, it's indescribable. I love it.
That's what I thought. You have to work on it. It's so hard to describe.
You have to work on it because not only is it different than what you thought, it happens so quickly. You know what the impression I had that I never expected to have is you're shooting up.
Oh my God. Give me a champagne bottle. Come here.
Agreed.
I want one. I want to hear this. Here. You want a little of this? Okay.
Now, I was worried the poor guy's going to trip as he walks backwards here. He's 90 years old. 90 years old. Oldest man to ever go into space. Listen to his comments about his experience.
The champagne showers have begun. Smiles all around. William Shatner taking in the moment clearly.
What you have. If everybody in the world needs to do this. Everybody in the world needs to see. It was unbelievable. Unbelievable. I mean, you know, the little things of weightlessness. But to see the blue color go whoop by, and now you're staring into blackness. That's the thing. The covering of blue, this sheet, this blanket, this comforter of blue that we have around us. We think, oh, that's blue sky. And then suddenly you shoot through it all of a sudden, as though you whip off a sheet off you when you're asleep, and you're looking into blackness, into black ugliness. And you look down, and there's the blue down there, and the black up there, and it's just, there is Mother and Earth and comfort, and is there death? I don't know. Is that death? Is that the way death is? Whoop, and it's gone. Jesus. It was so moving to me. This experience has been something unbelievable. You see, yeah, you know, weightless, my stomach went up, and God, this is so weird. But not as weird as the covering of blue. This is what I never expected. Oh, it's one thing to say, oh, the sky and the thing and the fragile thing. It's all true. But what isn't true, what is unknown, until you do it, is there's this pillow, there's this soft blue. Look at the beauty of that color. And it's so thin. And you're through it in an instant. It's what how thick is it?
I mean, the atmosphere.
Is it a mile? 2 miles?
I mean, it depends on how you measure, because it thins out, but maybe 50 miles.
But you're going 2,000 miles an hour, so you're through 50 miles, whatever the mathematics
fast.
are.
Yeah, really
you know,
fast.
It's like a beat, and suddenly you're through the blue. And you're into black. And you're into, you know, it's mysterious and galaxies and things. But what you see is black. And what you see down there is light. And that's the difference. And not to have this, you have done something. I mean, whatever those other guys are doing, what isn't, I don't know about that. What you have given me is the most profound experience I can imagine.
Isn't that something? Yep. Captain Kirk got to go to space yesterday. Oldest man, 90 years old. And congratulations to Blue Horizon and the group there for getting him up there. You could just see the emotion. Oh my gosh. If you want to see that video, I'll have a link to it in the description. You can see the entire thing. It's beautiful. His whole comments, I didn't want to put in for 6.5 minutes, but you know, you can see what happened. It was beautiful. By the way, Rod in Pennsylvania, of course, we have to do something funny here. Why not? We're kind of like a variety talk show for ham radio. Look, Rod sent. There you go. We should all dress like this when William Shatner returns from space. Gosh. Rod, you've outdone yourself again. Thank you. That's brilliant. That's brilliant. I want to remind you, November 6th, Alex is coming here from Whiskey 7 Hotel Uniform Radio in here on YouTube, and he's great. Does so many things that are just brilliant on YouTube. Really does. Just makes so many calls and you know, makes calls people, literally continental calls, you know, different continents. And you can find him usually about 5 p.m. on the Eastern time zone, and should be about now. So I hope I'm not competing with you, Alex. I don't mean to. It's just, it was a late day. So let me get into some ham radio news real quick. We've got a lot to share with you. If you've ever heard time stations, right? You know, CHU in Canada, WWV, you know, in the U.S., continental U.S., WWVH in Hawaii, you're going to love this segment. You really will. It talks about how they did it, how they built it, how it works, where it used to be, all this stuff. And we'll have some signal reports as well. And this is thanks to Tom. And Tom is here, and I can't believe he's here. Take a look at this. A good day off. Okay. Where he is, it's 1:57 in the morning. Tom. Thank you for coming. My gosh, my friend. I'm so sorry it's so late. It was just one of those days for us, and I appreciate you being here. Alpha Echo 1 Tango Papa Alpha 92 Golf Whiskey. Also, I want to thank and say hello to Jeff. Jeff joins us from East Tennessee. Welcome, Jeff. November 4, Papa Oscar Delta. It's so nice to see you. And good old farts in space. Brilliant. Okay. Oh my gosh. Aaron from Wales. Hi, Aaron. Good evening. Late night. And we've got Europe, and doggone, I'm happy. I really am. That makes me happy. I felt so bad about being so late. Aaron, thanks for coming. Mike Whiskey 7, Oscar Foxtrot Sierra. Thank you for coming all the way from Wales this evening. That's just, wow. That's an honor to me. Okay. So let's get into a little bit of ham radio news. And then we're also going to talk about a movie that's coming out that you can find on the ARO website. Going to show you just a little sneak peek of it. So hope I don't get zapped. All right. The premiere of Night, the movie, okay, during the Edmond, Oklahoma Amateur Radio Society's ARL Field Day 2021, Marcus Sutliff, November 5, Zulu Yankee, spoke with visitors from John Diacono's Young Actors Workshop and learned of their plans to make a short film in which amateur radio plays a role, and they need some help. The filming was to take place in Stillwater, Oklahoma, and they still need someone with film or video experience and someone who could serve as a technical advisor. Kevin Odell, November 0, India Romeo Whiskey, a member of the ARL Public Relations Committee, became involved in the project, and in short order, he was able to help assemble radios and props, consult on the script, and get ready for a long day of filming. Here is a little sneak peek, and I bet you want more after this, of Night, the movie.
What? Why are you torturing me?
Time to go fishing, you promise.
It's in the morning.
It is morning.
It's still dark. I didn't go to sleep till after 2, okay? So go to bed.
You said 7 o'clock. The grandpa clock rang 7 times. You're late.
Well, I didn't hear anything.
Mom says you sleep like a bear in hibernation.
Did the power go out?
I guess. Come on.
Generator lights are on.
Grandpa clocks don't lie. Come on.
Weird.
Let's go.
Okay, I'm coming. Did Luke teach you how to change the time?
I can't even reach it.
Stay here.
Who is that?
I'm not sure, but don't worry. Shay, let me see that.
Cliffhanger. Yeah, there you go. Night, the movie. It has ham radio in it, and you can rent it. Check it out on, Redbox, or you can find it Apple Play or one of those places. Find the movie. It's called Night. And again, the ARO helped to serve as advisors, plus provided props and all kinds of stuff for the movie. Pretty cool. Hey, if you're a young person, 19 or younger, you can get a 7300, brand new ICOM 7300. The deadline for this is going to be November 15th to send in your essay. And the question of the essay answer needs to be, how can amateur radio evolve to remain relevant in the age of the internet? Okay, got to be 19 or younger. Promise to keep the radio for 1 year and use on the air, okay? And you must be a U.S. radio licensee, okay? Send your essay in text or MS Word attachment by November 15th to the Intrepid DX group. That's the group that's going to Bowley Island in 2022. The address to send it to, 3052 Wetmore Drive, San Jose, California, 95148. Postmarked by November 15th, okay? Remember, all submissions are going to be property of the Intrepid DX group. They can use them at their discretion. Plus, Scouting Jamboree takes place this weekend, October 15th through 17th. It's the largest jamboree on the air. It's going to happen October 15th through the 17th. Scouts and hams around the world, around the nation, and in your own community meet on the air via amateur radio. Scouts of any age and sex may participate. From Cub Scouts to Boy Scouts and Venturers, the participating scouts often gather at a station made available by a volunteer or at one set up just for JOTA, which is Jamboree on the Air. This is going to be fun. They'll be on SSB or FM voice, but also possible other modes might be available. So please work a scout this weekend. That's a great thing to do. Do it for a kid, because that, you know what, you do it for a kid and they're going to be really strong about ham radio. It's going to make a big impression, and you might be making a difference for new hams in the future. Plus, the ARDC grant benefits a California high school. Amateur Radio Digital Communications is helping high school computer science students become makers by providing a grant to purchase Raspberry Pi computers and Arduino microcontrollers. California high school computer science AP teacher Sean Razor said he believes that a hands-on approach is the most effective way for students to learn and retain knowledge. The class would aim to accomplish this through encouraging students to invent their own systems using the Raspberry Pis and Arduinos. By combining these devices with sensors, motors, other electronics, and computer code, students would have the opportunity to learn complex technical concepts firsthand. Pretty cool. All right, we have trivia question, first of two. Here it is. Get ready. What is the meaning of the abbreviation AGC? This is worth 5 points for the North American continent. It's worth 10 outside North America. Okay, what does AGC mean? A, Amateur Global Club. B, Automatic Gain Control. C, Automated Grand Code. Or D, Amateur Global Conference. Currently 55 Europe and North America locked up in a battle this month. A1A. Here it is. And we've got some solar number. It's good. Here's your solar flares and coronal holes. K-index is down. Thankfully, K2 is quiet. That's wonderful. The MUF this morning, you can see what looks like around the world, at least what their maximum usable frequencies were. Alaska was really doing good, 15.4 this morning, 18.30 Boulder, Colorado. This is at 900 Pacific time, okay? 29.39 in Chickamauga, Peru. Look at Ascension on it, 41.23. Unbelievable. 25.85 out of South Africa, 31.53 Athens, Greece, and 17.08 Darwin, Australia, and 19.56 out of Nave Island, okay? MUFs currently. Alaska, 13.44. Boulder's at 21.52. Chickamauga, Peru, 24.26. Ascension Island, 28.16. Hermanus, South Africa, 12.77. Athens, Greece at 10.85. Nave Island at 19.56. And Darwin, Australia, 11.87. Mike, Kilo Delta 2, Sierra X-Ray Delta's map. Take a look. Europe and North America have a pipeline going on right now in 20 megahertz. You can also look at about 15. So if you're going to work 20 meters, you got a pretty good pipeline maybe to work into the European continent, plus a lot into, Africa. And if you're in Europe, take a look. 14 megahertz out of Great Britain looks pretty good. 12 megahertz and sliding down, of course, because it's nighttime around Germany. And that's Mike's MUF map. It helps people, to know what frequency to work right now. Current conditions, SFI 83, solar number is 27. See the A index way down. Yesterday it was 45. That means the solar storm has passed completely. It's down to 6, so it's recovered. K is 2. You can take a look at your HF conditions for today, and moon bouncers have an excellent chance of working the moon. Ham radio and shortwave forecast for today, powered by ICOM. ICOM for the love of ham radio. Daytime, ham bands today, 20, 17, 15, some 12 and 10 openings in the Northern Hemisphere. Equatorial latitudes, 20, 17, 15, 12, and possible 10. Southern Hemisphere today, 20, 17, 15, 12, possible 10. Data will work 30 to 10, all latitudes. Nighttime ham bands today, 160, 80, 75, 60, 40, 30. Best DX tonight on 40 meters. Work 20 meter gray line. Should work good for you. Shortwave bands during the day, 31, 25, 22, and 19. And your shortwave nighttime bands, 120, 90, 75, 60, 49, 41, 31, 25, 22, and you should be able to get 19 meters till about an hour after sunset. All right, let's take a look at that trivia question we had. This is a softball. What's the abbreviation of AGC? Yep. By the way, I want to welcome, I didn't do this yet. Rod's here from Canada, Victor Alpha 3, Foxtrot Union Charlie. It's great to have you part of the show. Thank you for being here. I mean that very much. Thanks for coming. All right, first one to answer was Rob. And he is 100% correct. North America with the lead now, 60 to 55. Well done, Rod. It is automatic gain control. Yeah, automatic gain control is a way for your transceiver to basically stay linear. Otherwise, you'd have people really loud and people so hard to hear you'd have a hard time hearing them. So your AGC helps radio recover from the strong signals and the weak signals. It helps make it work better. So AGC, well done, Rod. Well done. All right, we've got a second trivia question. Here it is. What services did radio station KPH provide? And we're kind of tying this into our next segment. So KPH, what services did it provide? All right, was it A, AM broadcast? Was it B, FM broadcast? Was it C, ship-to-shore communications? Or D, was it the first TV station in California? Hit me up. A, B, C, or D. I'll let you know which kind of gets it right. Currently, North American lead, 60-55. Also answering B, by the way, Jeff, November 4, Papa Oscar Delta in Tennessee. Adam got as well. Adam, congratulations, man. November Yankee 5 Echo. Sorry about that. Tom in Bahrain, B, B, B. You are correct, sir. Aaron in Wales with B. Mike Galloway got as well with B. So did Gunter in Germany. And by the way, 40 meters of screaming last night. Andy, Force of 50. And that's a great group in ham radio. Andy, back again. I'm so grateful. Thanks for coming. Alpha Alpha Zero Whiskey X-Ray. Thank you for coming, sincerely. Says 80 was great, even a little stuff on 160. That's pretty cool. Al Gross is here. Hi, Al. Whiskey Bravo 4, Alpha Lima. Dear friend, it's nice to have you, my friend. Happy Thursday to you. It's grateful to have you. Grateful to have you. Okay. Second trivia question of 2. What services did radio station KPH provide? Remember, only one answer per person on the first time through. Okay. Was it A, AM broadcast, B, FM broadcast, C, ship-to-shore communications, or D, first TV station, California? First one. Rod in Canada, Victor Alpha 3, Foxtrot Union Charlie with A. Nope, that one's not it. Next up, Tom in Bahrain, Alpha 92 Golf Whiskey says it's C, ship-to-shore communications, and he's 100% correct. Wow. Well done, Tom. First one in. Gunter, Steve is here. Hi, Steve. Good to see you. Also, Wausau, Wisconsin now. That's November 9, Oscar Victor Romeo. Thank you. Michael also got C. Aaron in Wales had A. Gunter in Germany got C. And Jeff said, I was sure I was first, but as long as North America got it. All right. So, yeah, it was ship-to-shore communication. Yeah, KPH. And this is kind of a tie-in to the next segment on the show. KPH would broadcast regular bulletins of news, weather, and other general information to the shipping community, then relay business and personal messages to and from individual ships. Station operators also monitored the international distress frequencies for calls from ships in trouble. So KPH, ship-to-shore communications, congratulations. We got to figure out which continent it goes for because Tom's licensed both in Bahrain and North America, and he lives in Bulgaria. So it's kind of a little bit of a, let us know which continent gets it, okay, Tom? And speaking of Tom, the other day, in fact, it was yesterday's show, we played this little snippet of Tom working by the sea in Bahrain. He literally just puts up an MFJ adjustable whip antenna, puts it on some rebar into the sand, and listen to what he picked up all the way in Bahrain. And this is a long ways. This is nearly halfway around the world.
This is the female voice. This is WWVH. This is Hawaii. See if we can't catch her voice.
Coordinated universal time.
Right. So that's Tom in Bahrain picking up WWVH. Both are part of the National Institute of Time here in the United States. Actually, it's part of the government financing group. So the government here, the federal government, finances them to stay on the air. In fact, we almost lost them last year. I don't know if you know that. They almost went off the air permanently. WWVH has a very interesting history. Okay, they used to be on Maui a long time ago. Long time ago. Here's what it sounded like from the Big Island last night on WWVH.
808-335-4363.
Okay, so that is WWVH last night on the island of Hawaii, Big Island. Excuse me, no, sorry, strike that. That is from New Zealand. That came from New Zealand. So here's what it was in 72, right before they moved. They were literally right on the beach off of South Kihei Road on the island of Maui. Okay, now this is here. This is here now. So this is where that used to be. They paved everything over and made it the Maui Beach Vacation Club. But that's where WWVH used to be. You can even see the shoreline, see? Kind of the same little cutout there. See how the ocean kind of comes out in that area, and then you look above, same thing comes out. Yeah. So that was WWVH back in 72 before they moved to Kauai. They got a nice little piece of land with a bunch of directional antennas, a lot of antennas, and they're literally right on the coast on the southwest part of the island of Kauai. Let's take a look at this. This is from 1988. So I realize it's old, okay? And it was before the death of Jane Barbie, who was a voice actress who did voice talent, I should say, that did the time. Used to be the time lady. She'd call the time, and, at the tone, the time will be Jane Barbie. All right. This is how it worked. And you might be blown away at the mechanical operation of WWVH. Again, we'll credit the video in the description section below so you can see the whole video. It's a tour of WWVH.
Once you record it, it's there already. So, it's. And we also used to broadcast up to 1971.
Sorry.
The time broadcast, the time announcement comes from this machine. And this machine.
That's the machine that plays her voice.
We don't own this machine. It's only leased. They won't sell this machine. In fact, this is the same company that provides all the time announcements for all the telephone companies. So the gal voice you're probably familiar. It's the same gal for all the telephone companies. Her name is Jane Barb.
Jane who?
Barb. Barbie. Barb. B-A-R-B-E. Yeah, you know her. Yeah. She did all the recordings for this company, and they provide. She was on the show Chew People. Real people.
The telephone lady, that does all the telephone. That's the same woman.
That's the same.
Well, who's the male voice in Fort Collins?
Okay, the one in Fort Collins now, what used to be, I believe, the president of this company at that time, way back. Of course, this goes way back, and they kept using his same voice, and stuff.
WWVH. Just how it was, again, back in 88. They're still using Jane Barbie's voice. It's wonderful. You can hear ID at 29 and 59 every hour. And then at 01 or 02 after the hour, I believe it is, they will do, where you can call in on the island of Hawaii and you can listen if you can't pick it up. But they have a remarkable signal. You can hear them on the east coast of the United States. You can hear them, as you heard, all the way from Tom in Bahrain. No joke. Here's what they were sounding like last night from India. Listen to this. This is WWVH. You can barely hear it, but this is India, long ways away from Hawaii. No joke. So that was WWV and WWVH. You could hear them both in India last night. A remarkable bit of propagation. So WWVH, been around quite a while, not as long as WWVB. WWVB was the first, then WWV came. It sounds like it'd be backwards because WWV has few letters, but no, WWVB was first, then VH. Good stuff. Anyway, I do want to say a welcome because we have someone brand new to Ham Radio, and we want to say hi. William Conlon is here. First timer, welcome. It's great to have you, Will. Thanks for being here. Good evening to you. Thank you for coming to Ham Radio Live. We're grateful to have you. If you have any questions about Ham Radio, ask the group. They'll help you here in the comments section. And Gunter, DK501V in Germany, said they had a loud signal going around the whole world, and they absolutely do. Yep. Anders is here from Norway. My gosh, it is like after midnight. Hello, Larry. How are you doing? I'm amazed you're here, and I'm grateful you are. Anders, thank you for coming. Any more problem with the neighbor with antennas? No. Actually, we're very dear friends. Everything's just perfect. We're good. We have no problem whatsoever. Isn't that cool? It's funny how that works out, isn't it? Sometimes you kind of have problems. Of course, I took down most of my antennas too. But anyway, that's what life is. That's the way life goes. So we talked about Will Shatner. We talked about WWVH, a little bit of the history. And if you can hear it, they're going to be, typically the signals you'll hear will be, if you're close, 5 megahertz. You'll usually hear the 10. You can sometimes hear 15 and 20. They're also up on 25. So I'm talking megahertz, not meter band. So they're 2.5, 5, 10, 15, 20, and 25 megahertz. And It's a fantastic copy wherever you are in the world. There are time stations also scattered around the world in other countries too. For example, in Canada, CHU, and they're on their own set of frequencies. They're on 75 meters, and they're also on 40. So there you go. Had a lot of fun with that segment. I enjoyed that because that's something I grew up with. And I remember my mother, and I was such a bad kid. I was awful. I mean, looking back, it was bad. My mother had open heart surgery. In fact, I'm the first child that was ever born during open heart surgery. Really, my mother was 4 months pregnant. They did it. They'd never successfully, a baby was never born alive when their mother had open heart surgery during their pregnancy. They said I wouldn't survive. They wanted her to abort me, and she refused to do it. So she said the sound of WWV, and as I grew up listening to shortwave, just drove her crazy because it sounded like the heart-lung machine, because she had woke up a little bit during open heart surgery. And I used to laugh and turn up the volume. I was an awful kid. Jeez, I was awful. Anyway, but yeah, WWV, WWVH, same sound, same signal, everything, all of my lifetime. So it's kind of good. And thank you for the nice haircut. Thank you, Rod. It's just nice to, I told the lady today when I got there, I'm like, you know what, I'm kind of almost doing the girl flip. You know, you do kind of that thing. All right. So anyway, that's the story today. But we're gonna have a great show Saturday, and I hope you can come because it's gonna be so much fun. It really will be. We're gonna have a wonderful guest on, and I'm so excited to have him. I really am, because he was the first ham radio channel I tuned into when I was trying to study for my license. He really was. Eric, KJ4YZI from Ham Radio Concepts. But what's neat about Eric is he's tested just about every radio and transceiver there is on the market. Okay. And he has the knowledge. If you're looking at maybe buying a different transceiver, or maybe you're thinking about buying an amplifier or something, he's a really good resource. Please join us at noon Pacific time. That's 3 p.m. Eastern here in North America, 8 p.m. London time. So 20 UTC this Saturday for a very, very rare opportunity to meet Eric, KJ4YZI from Ham Radio Concepts. I also want to thank our mate Andy Bronson in the UK for the suggestion. Hey, could you please ask Eric to come on? It'd be great to know more about him. So Andy, that's coming up this Saturday. We're excited for that. All right, my friends, we're going to, and he does. Yeah, Gunter Eric rocks. He does. He's good. He's really good. Been doing it a long time. We're going to skedaddle, I think, here. I see a little bit of activity first here on 15 meters. Maybe we'll make a quick call. We'll see. Hang on a second. Let me move over to the rig, and we'll see if maybe we can say hello to somebody, okay? Hang on. We're at 15 meters, and we'll see if we can hear somebody. We turned on the noise gate so you can hear the radio better, and perhaps we can make a call. Be at 21,340. Is this frequency available? Kilo 7 Hotel November. Using the Greyland Performance GX flagpole antenna at 24 feet. And it's a great antenna. Worked me, Europe to New Zealand. So been a fantastic antenna. Checking frequency availability. Kilo 7 Hotel November. And we're using, of course, the ICOM 7610 transceiver. No amplifier, just running 100 watts. CQ on 15. This is Kilo 7 Hotel November. Kilo 7 Hotel November calling CQ. CQ, any station, anywhere from Kilo 7 Hotel November. Kilo 7 Hotel November calling CQ to any station, anywhere, and standing by. $15 hasn't been good to us lately. But it's right around the MUF, so we'll give it one more shot. CQ on 15, Kilo 7 Hotel November, Kilo 7 Hotel November, calling CQ. Kilo 7 Hotel November, Kilo 7 Hotel November, calling CQ to any station, anywhere, and standing by. Just 1 second, everybody. Yeah, pretty quiet. We'll try 40. Let's see what 20. Let's see what 20 sounds like. And I just need to quickly tune it because it's a remote tuner at the back of the antenna. So give me a moment and you'll see everything bounce around. There it is right away. Perfect. And again, using the MFJ 998RT, the remote tuner by MFJ for 20, and it basically will help you to tune a non-resonant antenna. So it could be an end-fed, could be a flagpole, could be something that just basically is just not resonant for any frequency. And it gives you the opportunity to work it. Let's see if we can make a call.
The antenna is JK, 20-meter monobander. I am on an amplifier about 650 watts on a good peak. So that's the setup here, Alex. Get my first contact for the day. Just turn the radios on. Kilo 78.
We're in the middle of a QSO, so one thing I do love about this rig, I really do, if you hold in the filter button, it gives you an opportunity to change out your filters. And this is something Super Heterodynes do really. If you've got, Super Het, you can do the same thing. Just make sure the crystal roofing filters are in it. SDRs already have it. But what's nice is on the far right here, if you see at the bottom right, sharp, soft, and shape set. Okay, so you can go sharp or you can go soft filters. Second. Listen to the difference. This is with the top of the roofing filter kind of arched a little bit. Listen to the audio.
I refuse to lose the accent.
Hear the difference?
And you said the radios are Kodian, is that correct?
Yeah. Big difference between a sharp roofing filter and a soft or rolled off roofing filter. Very different. And you can adjust it out if you want to. Move the bandwidth in and out. You just press the BW button. The 7300 has the same thing. And you just do the tuning knob. It helps to tune it in or bring the signal out. Hear it?
I mean, signal strength-wise, your good S9 sometimes better. So it's definitely doing what it's supposed to be doing for you. And it sounds real good, Alex, right?
So, it's fun to play with the radio. A lot of times, I've found, for me at least, I spend some time with the radio and I just play around with it. I won't necessarily make a call, but I'll just play with it. I'll learn how things work, just kind of tinker with it a little bit. 20 minutes a day, just play with it and learn how things work and get better at the transceiver. And I find that's to be helpful for me, at least. It might be helpful for you. Learn a little bit more. Take a little time. It doesn't have to be calls. Learn how to receive well. That'll help you. Learn to change your filter width. Learn to change maybe your high pass or your low pass filter. Adjust your noise reduction. We will do the show, by the way. Thank goodness my brother found the cable yesterday, the splitter cable, so we can let you hear the difference in the noise reduction here on the 7610 and the one that's on the Yaesu 5000. I've got to tell you, I'm going to say up front, I think the Yaesu will win. It's superior noise reduction. It just is. And that's the way it is. I've always felt Yaesu has great sound reduction, for noise reduction. But anyway, that's it here. And I think we'll see if maybe they're closer to the end of their queue. So maybe we can say hello real quick. Hang on.
No, they're not. Matter of fact, I think one of the Gladiator.
So you can play with it. You can get it to sound a little clearer. Tighten it up. Hit the noise reduction a little bit.
Gladiator, the Mojave's got all the sports stuff built into it for desert racing, so it's a good ride. But I was really surprised. It's not the typical regular ride.
And that's going to be the end of that, I think. We got someone tuning pretty close.
One of these days I'll buy something that I will. I always said I was going to put
there you go. So nice audio, and basically just rolling the filters off a little bit, cutting the bandwidth down just a skosh on the high pass and low pass, and then just brought the noise reduction up. It's tools that you can use, and it doesn't have to be in that order. It can be whatever order works for you, but learn to receive well with your ham radio. Learn how the receiver works. Years of shortwave DXing has made me like almost like a rabid animal with one of these because they're so powerful. They just, if you've used old stuff, like say a Zenith transoceanic tube receiver, which were brilliant at the time and they still are good, but then you go to something like this, and you're like, oh my gosh, a kid in a candy store. Learn how to receive. And it doesn't have to be time you're making calls, But that'll help you for that time that maybe that rare DX call comes in, right? And you're in a pileup and you know, it's gray line. And remember, gray line, when you're working gray line, it's going to come up and then it's going to slowly peak and then come down. And you'll start to hear the signal fade away. Hopefully you'll make the call before gray line fades it out. But that's going to help you for times like that when you only have maybe 30 to 20, 30 minutes to make a call, because that really rare continent or that really rare island or DXCC destination is coming in. It'll help you. Yeah. Let's take a look at your comments here before we get scooting out of here. And I appreciate you coming. This is, again, redo of show 276. Because doggone, I want to make sure on Saturday we hit 300 and we're right on there. Adesh is back from Trinidad. Hi, Adesh. Welcome back to the show. It's great to see you. A very happy Thursday evening to you there in Trinidad. Really mean that. Let's see. So we got Hammer the Outlet. This is Joseph Kopesky. Hammer the Outlet doesn't have many HF radios because of the coronavirus. They do. No, it depends on the rig. It really does. But you're right. It has limited significantly. You're right. The coronavirus has significantly limited the supply of transceivers coming in. There's no question about that. You're right, Joseph. You're right. Flex Radio sells them direct. Yeah, you're not going to find them at like Gigaparts or HRO or at DX Engineering. All Flex radios, you'll find them at Flex Radio, or look on the swap meet over on QRZ or QTH. That'll help you. I hope it will, at least. So, yeah, something fun for you to do. Work your radio on the receive end so you're ready for that big time when you really need that contact, right? It'll help you out. We're going to end with a great sign-off for our mates in Australia. I never, ever look past the fact that sometimes it may be 6 a.m. in Australia when someone comes to the channel and says hello. And I mean this very much when, like Sam's here today. And I'm grateful that Sam came because, Sam's all the way in South Australia. So for me, it's an honor to have VK5 Mike Sierra Alpha here today. We're going to close. Before we do that, we want to tell you our whole purpose being here is to help you get an amateur radio. Contact a large radio club. Even if you're not in Australia, you can call these people. Just hit the contact us bar on their website. Tell them where you're located, and then they'll refer you to a radio club close by. Contact the Wireless Institute of Australia. They're at www.wia.org. Hit the contact us bar. They'll send you a club back. You contact that club, and they will help you find out if ham radio is for you. Until we meet again tomorrow, which will be a big show. It's contest calendar, de-expeditions, special event stations, and a whole bunch more. My name's Larry. My call sign is Kilo 7 Hotel November. Thanks for spending some time with me. It's been an honor, and I hope you've enjoyed the visit as well. Until next time, God bless you, and goodbye, everybody.
Time for us to say goodnight from ABC Television, from all of us, that is, each and every little one of us. Tomorrow night at 25 to 9, top comedy on ABC Television with Don't Wait Up. Let me explain briefly for you what we expect to happen. Well, you see, Toby has moved into Tom's flat and is not proving the easiest of guests. Well, when Toby goes out for the evening, Tom invites his mother round and offers her Toby's bed as she has had a bit too much to drink. Fair enough. Toby also returns with a guest for the night. Not so fair enough. The embarrassing situation is not discovered until the following morning. And you'll have to wait till tomorrow night at 25 to 9 to discover what they discover. Once again, good night.
Scruffy, thanks for coming back, buddy. 73 to you there, and God bless you, pal. Before we do that, I do want to say this because there are some people that are still here, and and they honor me by being here. First of all, Sean. Sean is one of the best DX people in the entire world, and I don't say that lightly. When you have over 340 of the DXCC, some of the places he's contacted are no longer even inhabitable. They're underwater. Sean, thank you for coming. Mike Zero Bravo Juliet. Let me say it right. Mike Zero Bravo Juliet Lima. Sean, it's an honor. Thank you for coming back to Ham Radio Live. I mean that sincerely. Also, Scruffy Page. Scruffy, thanks for being here. 73, buddy. Sorry we missed the show a little bit late, but please rewind. I hope you enjoy it. Truly do. Also, I want to thank Gunter for being back. Sorry about what happened on YouTube. I'm really not sure what happened there. And also, of course, my dear friend Aaron in Wales, so late. Tom in the middle of the night. And Will Myers just joined us from Wisconsin. Wow. You guys honor me. You do. You know, I say it to you, but I don't say it to you lightly. So please understand, I do sincerely mean that. We're going to end with a fun car commercial to end on a lighthearted note. Back to Hub's Cars. Don't forget the beans, 73s, and see you soon on Ham Radio Live.
I am Crazy Hubbard Whitfield. Come on down to Crazy Hub's used car lot. We've got prices slashing down from 2004s to 1989 models. Come on down here. You got to see these cars. We got Chevys. We got Fords. We got Daewoo. We got trucks like this nice Nissan Titan right here. Get yourself in one. Drive it home. Your wife's going to love it. Bring everybody you know, and come on out here. Ask for my wife, too. She's cooking a pot of beans, and she'll love to serve some to you. So come on down, and we'll get you straight. We got Jeeps. We got anything you'd like to get your behind in, I'll tell you right now. Get yourself behind one of these steering wheels. She drives like a dream. I drove them all myself. Now come on down. Crazy Hubs. Get you a car. Hold on, folks. We're not done yet. We got a special offer for you today. If you get down here, I will give you a basket and you can go out with my personal bean patch and fill that basket up with beans you can take home with you tonight. We got Mazdas. We got Suzuki. Beans. Get off that couch you're sitting on and drive yourself on down over here in that crazy bucket of bolts you've been driving. And come on over here. We'll get you in a brand new Kia Sportage today. I got so many cars here, I don't know what to do with them. That's why we're slashing prices left and right here at Crazy Hubs. Cars, trucks, and crazy little sporty motorbikes. We got vans. We got red Nissans. We got white Nissans. So come on down to Crazy Hubs, right behind my house. But down by Tankard's Nursery, take a left by I-64. People say I'm full of beans. They may be right. But I know that for the best price in town, come on down to Crazy Hubs. We got beans!
Space, the final frontier.